Yep, everyone's good.
Why
Hooray!
does everyone sound like themselves when it's their voices recorded, but I sound like a big freaking
I think that's the default. That's the default setting. Like that you're muted in the party stream chat. So you have to yeah. Alrighty then, Troll. Let us actually before you read it to them, let us describe our characters first. Troll, describe yours.
He's a frickin' Spartan 2 werewolf.
Yeah.
Yep. And Wolf is... Funny thing, Wolf is not the werewolf, but he is the... And Troll is the werewolf.
He's a constantly drunk sniper.
Yep. And... Plague is a Spartan with darkness powers and stuff.
Technically, he gets that from a device he found.
And
whatever.
my character is not even a Spartan. He's a warlock from Destiny who's extremely OP and with a massive wang.
Nope. Your character does not get to be... No, you know what? Just for that, just because you keep saying your character's gonna have that, your character's going to be smaller than any Asian known to man.
Never!
Dude, I'm the owner of the show. I can do that if I want.
Alright,
no.
shall I begin?
Dude, game.
Yes, begin.
Too late. It's
I got
official.
a quest where I get to fight a Bambro, an Anjanath, and a Savage Deviljho all in one quest.
That sounds
Alright,
awesome.
Alright,
Wait,
silence.
well, make sure you're not doing anything so you can, react to it without having to concentrate on the monster.
Okay. Got one Savage Deviljho hunt for one faint on in 35 minutes.
True, read it.
Okay, alright. I shall begin. I require silence.
Actually,
No!
yeah.
You won't get silence!
Feel free to laugh at any time, because, you will be...
Anything about a Wang is being retconned.
I'm probably gonna laugh reading it again, because it's so great.
That's good.
Okay. Meanwhile, in an alternate universe, the universe of Destiny to be precise, a dark army was preparing for attack. The Hive had built a massive fortress on the moon, known as the Shadowkeep, preparing for the arrival of the darkness. Commander Zavala, this is the worst threat we've ever seen. The walls of our city cannot take another attack. If we allow the army to grow, these city
Actually, I'll read it because I'm better at imitating voices.
Yes, you do it then.
Wait, hang on. Let's see. I need to find it.
Yeah, I don't really do voices.
Oh my god, dude, the Black Veil
This is
Valazak
the
armor looks
worst threat
awesome.
we've ever seen. The walls of our city cannot take another attack if we allow their army to grow. Oh, these city walls. I love them so much. Oh yeah.
I feel like this is a parody of freaking light.
How damn
Like, shush.
these city walls are.
Oh my god.
Zavala then proceeds to lick the floor because he loves the city that much. Seriously,
This
it's all he
is
ever talks about.
I'm pretty sure that's it's so stupid.
That's the
That's
point.
so great.
That's the point, Plague. It's supposed to be stupid.
I
A
don't
massive
think Zavala
army
would
of
ever do
million.
that.
Blake, just let him read.
A massive army
No.
of millions of guardians was sent to the Shadowkeep, but the gates were closed. The guardians were ready for battle, but to their extremely wow, I can't talk today. The guardians were ready for battle, but to their extremely unpleasant surprise, the darkness came early. It didn't wait until Destiny 3. But since there were millions of Guardians all concentrated in that one area, they thought that they could handle it. A beam of darkness erupted from the Triangle ships and engulfed the Tower of the Shadowkeep. The Tower of the Shadowkeep absorbed the beam of darkness. Suddenly, there was a deafening roar that came from below. Whatever lay below the surface was so incredibly massive that its roar caused a massive earthquake. More cracks appeared in the lunar surface with dark energy spewing out. Hundreds of dark tentacles came out of the Shadowkeep and snatched up hundreds of Guardians and pulled them inside, never to be seen again. An absolutely grotesque abomination teleported outside and hovered over the Shadowkeep. Darkness beams blasted out of its many mouths, and the entire army of Guardians was completely obliterated in an instant. The only survivors were a bunch of sexy female hunters. Most of their armor had burnt off, so they were all in bikinis.
Okay, dude, what the hell?
Hell yeah!
Whatever.
No, that's not happening. Our show isn't porn. It's not.
This is not in your universe yet, so this
It
is still
doesn't
before I enter
matter.
the portal.
It's still part of
Plague.
the show.
Plague, shut
you
up!
said-
Stop being a Puritan.
Plague, you said that you let Emma write the backstory and you wouldn't judge it, so...
This
yeah.
is not a family
I never said I
friendly.
wouldn't judge it. I never said
Just
I
too
would.
bad.
Whatever, show me.
I never said I wouldn't.
Shut up, Plague.
If need be.
Alright, just let him continue.
No.
Whatever shall we do? The monster is coming for us. We're all doomed for sure. All I wanted in life was to have sex with an extremely badass warlock, preferably one with
Oh
some
my
extremely
God,
badass red and
dude.
gold armor.
Plague!
None of us.
Stop!
None of us will ever get to have that wonderful experience now. We're all gonna die.
I have a feeling my
What's
character's
that in
going
the
to try and
distance?
murder you constantly.
Wait, what's that in the distance? A glowing red dot. It appears to be getting bigger. No, not bigger, closer. The monster deploys a force field strong enough to withstand trillions of Gallarhorn rockets. But the mysterious red comet smashes through it effortlessly, and as soon as it stops, it is clear to the surviving sexy female hunters that this is no comet. It is a warlock. But this is no ordinary warlock. The warlock hovers in the air
You're
and
obsessed
slowly
with yourself.
Yes, indeed. The warlock hovers in the air and slowly descends to the ground. His bright red robes were flowing in the wind, despite the fact that there's no atmosphere on the moon. The robes were so incredibly red.
There's no air on the moon.
Yup. Well, that's pretty much what an atmosphere is. It's air. The robes were
More than
so
just air, it's
incredibly
actually
red.
gas and other various things.
Well,
Plague,
gas is a
shut up!
form of
Let
air.
him speak.
There's more than
Robes were
just
so
air.
incredibly.
Wait, I
Air
wanna
is
say something.
gas. Damn it.
Game,
Air
when
is
I
a
read...
mixture of different gases. Whatever. Actually,
When I
hang
read-
on. I need to close the door of the basement so like they don't hear me as much.
Oh, it's a variant.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. I'm just playing Monster Hunter. Okay. Alright, I have to get off in like 15 minutes. Alright,
Okay.
where was I?
Wait, gang. When I read this part of like your character arriving, I imagined him like dancing like Star-Lord does in First with Star-Lord.
Holding a rat in his hands.
But
Using
there.
it like a
Okay, so anyway,
microphone?
where was I? His bright red robes were flowing in the wind, despite the fact that there's no atmosphere on the moon. The robes were so incredibly red that they actually glowed redness. He had massive golden shoulder plates with spikes. His helmet with massive golden horns looked so incredibly menacing that any foe who dared challenge him would shit their pants at the mere sight of him. His golden armor plating was so incredibly shiny that it was blinding to look at. He also had an incredibly massive penis with blood vessels surging
Okay,
with energy.
no. All mention of that will be gone. You are now Asian. Congratulations.
No,
Too bad. Ownership.
the female hunters gasped and moaned with pleasure in his magnificent presence. They've never seen such a magnificent orgasmic entity in their entire lives. Stand
You're a
back!
boner.
I'll handle this myself. The hunters looked on with sheer horror. This monster had killed millions of guardians all at once, and this warlock was going to face it all alone. Surely it was pure madness. The warlock stood before the gates of the Shadow and unleashed a massive Nova Thrust! He thrusted his massive throbbing cock at the gates, causing a massive explosion, destroying the gates completely. The warlock flew across the massive bridge towards this vile beast that was guarding the Shadowkeep Tower. The beast charged its ultimate attack. It unleashed a darkness nuke at a warlock. The female hunters took cover, but the warlock took the full force of the attack. Nothing could have survived that. The warlock must have died for sure. And yet, there he was, in one piece, without a single scratch on him. He never self-resed, he just wasn't affected. Ha! You call that an attack? Please! My morning exercise is tougher than this. The warlock picks up a small pebble on the ground and flicks it at the monster without a care in the world. The pebble hits the darkness monster with such incredible force that it violently explodes, completely obliterating it in the process. The female hunters gasp and run over to the warlock, begging to have sex with him. Not so fast, ladies. There's still work to be done. I need to claim this massive fortress for myself. I shall be the ruler of this incredibly massive fortress that I shall add to my empire. I've already claimed the Queen's fortress in the Dreaming City after she sold it to me in exchange for the honor of experiencing my incredibly massive penis. I've also...
Tiny. It's super tiny.
I've also
seriously,
claimed the
I'm not
Leviathan.
joking.
I've also claimed the Leviathan after intimidating Callus with my Leviathan. This so-called Shadowkeep will be a fine addition to my collection. The warlock went inside, and annihilating any the warlock went inside the tower, annihilating any hive or taken that stood in his way. At the top of the tower stood an old foe. Crota had come back to life, thanks to the power of the darkness.
Oh no! Not you again! Anyone but you!
Hey, Crota! Give me your lunch money!
I don't have any more money! Haven't you soloed me enough already? Can't you just leave me alone?
No, he can't.
That's hilarious, Crota. You're hilarious. Now, I won't ask you again. Give me your lunch money!
I don't have time for this! Sword bearer, dispose of him!
Really? A sword bearer? You're such a dumbass. It's like you're trying to lose. The warlock positions his body to the left and quickly turns to the right. BAM! The warlock's penis slams into the sword bearer,
No.
which sends him flying for miles.
Again, anything in regards to Wang is retcon.
Typical. The warlock dips the tips of his fingers in a tiny puddle and flings the water at Crota. His shields are instantly destroyed. Crota kneels to the ground. The opportunity is perfect. Game Archon picks up the sword.
No! Please!
Game Archon lunges and violently thrusts the sword deep inside Crota's asshole. Crota screams.
The character's
and
gay now.
screams and screams. His anal pain is so intense that it causes a singularity in the space-time continuum, causing a portal to appear in his asshole. The portal starts to suck in anything that gets too close. Aw, shit! You've gotta be fucking kidding me! Game Archon gets sucked into the ass portal, but his dick gets stuck in the process. Would it still be considered gay if my dick is protruding out of his ass instead of inside it? He then lands in a field with a bunch of Spartans. Great! Now I'm stuck here with a bunch of Titans. And that's all I have so far.
You realize that there's only a couple Spartans, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't know that. He just wrote me. Just thought.
I fucking love this.
Also, we
This is
don't
amazing.
hang out in
Yes.
Also,
Plague is jealous.
no, game. You're about your Wang. None of that's happening.
Oh god.
Like,
Here comes
see,
Plague
the
trying
show
to think.
The show is not porn.
It's not porn,
not
it's just
porn,
really
it's-
funny.
I could.
God.
No.
It's only porn
No,
if they
we're
have,
not
if
doing
like I
it.
actually have sex.
Like, you let the Sarah episode pass. You don't let this pass.
How? Wait, what? Huh?
Yeah,
You know this Sarah soul.
you know, the one that involves rape and shit.
Oh yeah. Well, it doesn't show it.
It doesn't show like this either. God, like, why you gotta
Yes,
act
but
like you're
it's not
Amish right
all
now?
in your face. It's not. Game is basically taking a dog and slapping you in the face with it.
Yeah, that's not porn.
Yeah. Troll
Like-
was
Like,
not.
we get it, okay. Game is much funnier than you. Just let it go, okay? Just let it go.
Okay, wait. Okay, how about this? After I land in the field with with your guys' characters, you chop my dick off.
No.
And then I'm like, you fool! Do you realize what you've just done?
I think my character would prefer to
Yeah,
kill
I
you.
put you in your place. And then like, no! You've set it loose!
And just like you got this like
No.
just some menacing like letters coming from like JoJo, just hands up, and you just feel like this aura or some shit. It's like a very menacing aura. As this thing is like rising up, and you just feel like all sorts of evil coming out of it.
No, it turns
By the way-
it turns into a worm god.
Yeah,
Yup.
turns into war. Yeah, and then you just like play the
A worm
Terminator
god.
music while it's like rising up and everything.
And then it escapes,
Guys.
and I have to chase and I have to find, and we have to embark on a journey where I have to find my penis.
No.
The search
Dude.
for my penis.
Game. My character wouldn't cut it off. You know what he would do? He would just
What?
take
Oh
it.
god, here it
He
comes.
would just stab you through the heart, rip it out.
Blah 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 blah.
Basically
Blah blah
just
blah blah
murder
blah
you.
blah blah
Piss
blah
him
blah
off.
blah
Yeah,
blah
but
blah
I'm
blah
okay
blah blah blah.
Like Plague, nobody's caring right
Call
now. Okay, we're more interested over the
Your
dog.
character's not going to even be in the story.
I'll just stop
Come on,
writing.
Plague.
You know you like my
Yeah.
stories, Plague.
Yes, they're interesting, but still, there has to be some respect.
but it's funny. That's where it's funny. That's where the respect is.
No!
Yeah,
There's no...
Plague's character is a
boy.
god.
I'm not a god!
Well,
Yes,
you roll over the
like-
show, and your character is like, the best.
Ridiculously
so.
overpowered.
Well,
I don't think I'm
Yeah.
gonna have enough time to do this quest. But fuck. Actually, nah. It's I have to get off in like less than 15 minutes. So. Wee. But I'll just see where it goes. So basically, but my character is no longer gonna be OP after you chop off my penis. Because that was the source of my power.
Commencing the rescue
But
operation.
then,
Your first objective is to eliminate the Varial threat. I'll have the scout flies follow.
and actually, I don't even need to be in the whole thing, cause like, yeah. I don't even need to be in the whole thing. I just like as soon as like I could just be in a single season and then I'm gone. Cause I don't think I'll have time to do stuff for my character.
That's fine.
Wee. Huzzah! And at the end of it, I have a mass. I go back to the Shadow Keep, and I make a hot tub full of my enemy's blood, and the sexy female hunters, and as well as all of the awoken from the reef, are in it. And I get to enjoy a sexy bitches.
How would you live? It's on the moon.
How would
There's
I
no
live?
air.
I'm a guardian.
Everybody, you would die.
He's a
You
guardian.
wouldn't be able to breathe.
I'm a
They can live in any atmosphere, Plague.
Nobody's
Yeah.
immortal.
If you play Destiny, they can survive any atmosphere despite the gravity differences and
yeah,
atmosphere
boy.
differences.
Yeah, and they pretty much are
logic.
immortal if you think about it, because they're revived from dead people. They just have to have light.
Oh shit, I didn't bring the right items. God damn it. Actually, I might as well unlock the cutscene. Oh shit, it's the tribal dudes.
Yeah, the Bobo.
Yep.
So I gotta make friends with
Let
them.
me
Yeah.
get the scout flies again. Oh, you can actually make friends with them?
Yeah, it's like the Gajalaka. If you make friends with them, you
Oh.
get like you're able to get like the tail rider and the Uber
Oh,
for
okay.
that area.
How do you make friends with them?
You have to do like a special quest or some shit like that. I can't remember.
Oh, great.
Damn.
Stuff keeps... Like, removing... Stuff keeps scaring my scout.
Good.
Game, I'm
God
gonna send
damn
you.
it.
I'm gonna send you season 2.
Do you suppose
Yeah,
they've managed to learn
Susan.
anything about the shipwreck and
So
that
far.
shard? I can't wait to hear all about it. Let's hurry. We need to confirm their safety.
I'm going to unlock the cutscene and then I'm gonna abandon the quest
Snow's
because I
starting
need
to
to get
come
off.
down hard.
Dank Podcast 5, extremely short and sweet.
Yeah. Ah man, that was just hilarious with the story.
My favorite part is the sword bearer. BAM!
Which also means
Yeah. My favorite part is the way you just told Lookroad he's just gonna take his lunch money.
Give me your lunch money!
I love how your character like enters our world through Crota's asshole.
And my dick gets stuck temporarily.
I find it interesting how you're from like a parody universe.
Yup.
Your character and mine will not get along. I hope you know that. My character is probably going to kick you off the super carrier.
Oh, there's the Marriott. Give me your lunch money. Oh, it had some music from the concert.
target engaged. Secure the area to
Oh, yeah.
allow for safe extraction.
A little reference there. Little Easter egg.
But it's not Easter.
God damn it.
I was about to say that, but it's like
The freaking flood arrival story is all corrupted on my Gmail. God damn it.
Oh, damn. So it's pretty
It's
much
like-
gone?
That's
No.
the best one ever.
Just the
I still have it on
Didn't
my
you
Gmail.
write
I can
that?
forward it again.
Oh, sweet.
hang on, I might have it still on my phone.
I bought that on my old phone. I can't
Yeah.
send it
Didn't you send it to me?
to your old phone that you dropped in the toilet.
All our previous
When
conversations.
you drop your phone
are
in the
still
toilet?
there.
Damn.
Well, if you send it to me, that'd be cool.
Wait, hang on, let's see. I think I went a little. Oh yeah, oh hey, that's when we were talking about Conan.
Alright, so you guys have to get off.
Alright, see ya.
Dank Podcast!
Oh, that's.
Elder!
Oh, yeah, this is